Alright, thank you very much for clicking on the old video. This is Gulpian back again just with a very quick review of a PS2 game that I've been playing recently called Ghost Hunter. And this one, again, it's another sort of game that's only released on the PlayStation 2. It didn't come out on other systems because it was developed by Sony Computer Entertainment in Cambridge, or Sony Computer Entertainment Cambridge Studios, and basically published by Sony as well in Europe. In North America it was published, in Japan published by other companies, but we only care about Europe here. Well, we care about America and Japan as well, but just for the present time. So this one wasn't really well received by the magazines or the computer game journalists at the time. Not that they, hold any weight or anything, but basically it's one of those games where you can kind of firmly plant it in the PlayStation 2 era. It's got, like, the graphics are very impressive, particularly like the lighting and the kind of features on the characters. But you can very much place it in sort of the PlayStation 2 era, and I love this sort of style of visuals where it's not like super detailed on the characters. It's obviously like computer generated graphics, whereas today some of the graphics, it's very difficult to distinguish them from real people a lot of times, particularly if it's on like a kind of a smaller screen and all that. But this one, I love these kind of games. You're in a third person view, control the character, you have control the camera. I don't really mind if you control the camera completely, or if it's sort of like a Code Veronica where the camera just sort of like switches around the 3D environment. Those games, I really like them, and that sort of style. This one, the story it's okay. You play as a detective, Lazarus Jones, and you have to go around with your partner Anna, although she doesn't really come with you that much. And you have to kind of find and shoot ghosts or different sort of supernatural things, and you get other weapons as well later on. The only problem I had with the game was that I was playing it on PlayStation 3, the backwards compatible PlayStation 3, and it kept crashing when I was like almost at the end of the game. So I haven't actually completed it, which is super annoying, because I know some of the PlayStation 2 games, if you put them into PS3, they work for a while but then they crash. I had another one, Largo Winch, that does that as well, so I'm not sure if it's the actual disc or if it's just the game. There's some issue with the backwards compatibility on the old PlayStation 3. But anyway, so in this game, there's a lot of different things to do, and I don't know, I think the main criticism of the game is the clunky controls and the kind of the crappy gameplay. It is quite linear, but I don't mind that, because I like progressing a story, and this cheesy story is just like right up my street. It's like a B movie, just complete, written in like maybe like a few months or something. Not gonna break the old bank as regards the story, but it's entertaining anyway. And the kind of, you don't really know what's going on either. It doesn't really do a good job of explaining stuff. It's just like you're a detective. There's ghosts. Just deal with whatever comes towards you. There is a kind of an underlying kind of story as well about like back in the past and then kind of coming into the present as well. But basically the story follows this sort of detective, and it's not procedural either. It's more sort of, I don't know. It's very difficult to describe the story without going through it in detail. But I really like this game. I don't really understand the criticism that the journalists of the time gave, or some people give criticism of this game as well. I really like the gameplay. It's clunky, but it's still playable anyway. So I don't know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.